Well, today we got ourselves a shed. Nice family at the church. They're moving and they had this shed. They wanted it out and we can put it to use. So I've got it delivered here to the house. Now we need to find a spot for it, at least for today. We'll put it down here for now, next to this other stuff. And I think we're gonna level out a spot right over here for it, right in between these trees. We'll tuck it in there. We'll have to do a little bit of work for that. So today we're gonna get off the trailer, which shouldn't be too hard. I have a plan. It almost worked. The PVC pipe actually makes this thing very easy to roll around. It's surprisingly easy. So there it is. For now, we'll get some time in a few days. We'll level out a spot and then we'll have to use the tractor to manipulate it from here into a nice cozy home. Well, it has been a little bit of time since we brought the shed here, and it's time for me to get a lot of wood split and stacked and ready for the next season. And I need to use this shed to stack some of it to dry out for our indoor wood stoves. So it's time to get this in place. It's in the wrong orientation. I thought I was going to put it over here. I am instead going to turn it around and tuck it in here somewhere. The plan is gonna be to move it down that way, turn it all the way around, and then clear this area out with the bucket and the blade of the tractor, make this a level, kind of scoop into this hill a little bit here, level this out, and then we'll drag it back, and then I'll use the tractor, hopefully, to push it up into place. That's the plan. We'll see how it goes. So I have a few things that will make this easier. I've got my forks down here. After I use the bucket to level the area, we'll put the forks on. That might help move this around a little bit. I don't think I can lift it entirely with just the forks. Maybe. And then I have a bunch of straps and things that I can use to drag it around, move it around with the bucket, help the tractor. So. well, not bad for the first level. I'll have to obviously do a little bit of leveling up on the front here. It's not quite it's not quite level, but it's close. Not bad. I was running into a lot of roots and things over here, so I ended up moving it down this way a little further, and I actually like that. I did have to go and scoop some dirt from the side of the hill over here in order to make this pad a little bit bigger. I think this will work out pretty good. I'll put some supports on the back side there. We'll put some wood across on the front corners, and this will settle in, and I may have to re-level it, but it's just a wood shed. I just gotta hold some wood. So the idea is that this road right here, I can easily get up with the golf cart and the trailer, come down here, load up with you know, maybe a week's worth of wood or so, and then take it up and store it up in the garage and use that to burn. But if I fill this whole thing, that'll be enough wood for the whole winter for all of our indoor fireplaces. The forks wouldn't lift it. I tried to lift it, and it's too long. If the forks were longer, I could get under the back side of it and tip it. It wasn't too much weight. It was just the forks weren't long enough. These are another Vevor purchase I made a few years ago that I used to carry an IBC tote around full of wood, but it ended up being so heavy on the front of this thing, even with the loaded tires. If I loaded an IBC tote full of wood on this, because it's so far out, it would endo the tractor quite often, and it was a little dangerous. So I ended up not using that. Not continue to use that. It'd be better to have a fork attachment on the back, I think, but then maybe it would pop a wheelie. I don't know. We now have a great place to store all of our wood that we will need for our indoor stoves for the winter. A lot of times, things like this, we don't plan for. I've been wanting something like this. I was going to build a shed eventually, or a wood lean-to or something out here. And this, you know, sometimes these things just find us. So a lot of times Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, you can look around, and sometimes I just browse that stuff and see if there are free items or very cheap items that will help me in our wood collection, wood storing, wood processing, homestead things. This certainly was an awesome find, and this will make things a lot easier for us here on the homestead for our wood storage and keeping things dry, seasoned, and burn better, more heat, all those things, good things. Let me know what you guys think. Thumbs up on today's video. Hope you enjoyed tagging along for just a little update on the homestead wood processing process here. If it's your first time here, we'd love to have you subscribe and tag along for all of our upcoming videos, and we'll see you next time.